In the heart of Africa, here lies a country of thousand hills. A lot of people call it a thousand hills due to its landscape, which is overwhelming. On the other side, a lot of people call it a Singapore of Africa due to its overwhelming economy that has been recorded to be first ever in Africa. On one side, it's good having a country that is growing in its all sector, but on the other hand, it's a problem due to that when the country is developing, also it's a temptation to release a lot of gases in atmosphere increases. If it's your first time to hear a word greenhouse gases, I'm gonna give you a bit of a definition which is good and amazing. Greenhouse gases, simply these are the gases that we found in our atmosphere. Once and every day the sun rises in the morning and the reflection comes to the world, cooling the world. Then in the evening, the sun is no longer here. Then the earth releases that heat and some gases are trapped in our atmosphere. And this is something that's not to be underestimated because it needs an action. An action because those gases include carbon dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, sulfur dioxide, and other synthetic produced materials from the industries which can harm our industry. Then Marisa, can you tell me how do these gases come by percentage and how they exist?
Talking about Rwanda, what comes to your mind? Of course, there's agriculture. And talking about agriculture, having its impact on greenhouse gases emission, we have to talk about livestock farming and land farming. To the statistics which were made by IMF, emissions from livestock dominate the emission profile of Rwanda, having 74% of the other elements which causes greenhouse gas emission. Talking about agriculture, we have livestock farming and land farming, which exist to be the main sources of greenhouse gases in Rwanda. As we know, many Rwandans engage in activities of farming. It may be crops, and they engage in livestock farming of farming the ruminant animals, which exist to be the biggest influence on the greenhouse gases emission. The agriculture in Rwanda contribute by chemical fertilizers and pesticide and actually animal waste. And talking about, also we have to talk about livestock ruminant animals where gases are released such as methane through manure management and ruminating of the animals through enteric fermentation. Thank you. But when you talk about Rwanda, we want the development of our economy, which is actually based in the agriculture of Rwanda and even the methane extraction which lies in the Kivu. But we have to cut off this activity so that we can erase greenhouse gases, or we have to reduce the intensity they have on our country. Thank you. I may call upon my friend to actually continue telling about the methane extraction in the Kivu. Thank you.
Yes, Marisa, it's a bit frustrating that Rwanda has invested a lot of money to extract more of methane, and you have told us methane contributes a lot to these greenhouse gases. And I wanted to tell you that methane is the strongest greenhouse gases, mainly produced, as she was saying, through the agriculture activities such as livestock and rice production. Actually, if you consume 1 kilo of a rice, remember that you're also producing a lot of greenhouses every day. Also, we have, in addition to the oil leakage, you find that in Rwanda when people move in the cars and those cars produce a lot of fumes, they go in the atmosphere and tend to reduce the area that we believe causing these greenhouse gases. Actually, these greenhouse gases, they only warm up the area that we are in and they make it too hot, as we found in the greenhouse gases. And I bet if you have been there once, you know how hot it is. Then also we have other factors, other sources of these greenhouse gases, especially in deforestation and landfills when it's not done eventually. I would like to tell you that the Ministry of Environment in Rwanda is trying its best to make sure that the greenhouse gases is reduced, because according to the information you get from the Ministry of Environment, it says that by 2030 it's going to reduce 38% of Rwanda greenhouse emission through waste management, through the industrial and product use well, and other factors that can help us to live in Rwanda we want. The Rwanda for our parents, the Rwanda for our ancestors, and the Rwanda that is going to come for our youth, future generation. We all need to take an action.
We all need to take an action.
We all need to take an action. Thank you.
Thank you.